Hello, Jeff Elvin here with Ballen Brands, and today I'm going to show you how to create a QR code in Canva. So one of the things I love about QR codes is that it allows us to give easy access to directly where we want a specific audience to go. If we're going to do that, let's say I want to go to a certain page on my website. Well, the URL is going to be jeffsellslv.com/location/Las Vegas/ like it's going to be like a long URL probably if I'm trying to get them specifically into a specific area. Now, of course, I can set up a QR code for just my homepage, and I can put that anywhere on a business card or something else that maybe it's to the general public. But if I'm going to do, let's say, an open house and I want to give them quick access to other open houses in the area, or if I am working with a new buyer and they just want to know what the newest homes that are going to hit the market are going to be, so I want to send them directly to like just listed properties, this is a great way for me to be more specific with a particular audience. If I'm going to target a potential seller, then I want to send them to my instant home value page, as opposed to just sending them to my home page and having them try to find where they're going to go. Just to give you an example, so I've got my website here pulled up. So if I was a buyer, or if I was working with a buyer and I wanted to show them upcoming open houses, for example, in Las Vegas or in Henderson, then I can give them a QR code and send them to the website. But if I just send them here, they've got to find where to go from here. So if they wanted to see open houses in Henderson, they might go, oh, okay, all right, let me go to, okay, I'll click on Henderson. Let's see what's there. Okay, so I see different price points. I've got content here. Let's see, I've got, oh, okay, features. There we go, open houses. Here it is. Now I found open houses in Henderson. That's just way too much to expect a website visitor to go find and investigate and find those areas. So websites, when they're built correctly, I mean, they have a lot of different pages. They're valuable to a lot of different audiences, but we can't always have navigation everywhere for everything to make it just right there at our fingertips. So QR codes are a great way for us to go ahead and create something where they can just simply scan and go right to that section that we wanted to go into. All right, so now that I've explained great uses of QR codes, let's go ahead and set one up. So the first thing that I do is we just need to create a canvas area. Now I use just the logo one because it's a square, 500 by 500, but basically it could be really any. We could go custom size and create one that way, but I'm just going to go ahead and click on logo. And then what we want to do is we want to create a QR code. So we need to find that over here in this area. So that's actually under apps. And then I can type in QR code. And we will see some different options here. There we go, click out. So I just want the simple QR code. There's actually several different ones. I haven't really explored all the other options that there are. I just use the simple QR code. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. Now it wants me to enter a URL. Now, like I mentioned, I want to do one specifically for just listed homes in Las Vegas. So if I go to my website and I go to Las Vegas and then I click on features, and then I click on just listed, this is actually the page that I want them to go to. These are all homes that were just listed in Las Vegas or most recently listed. So this page will dynamically update as new listings come on the market. So it's a great way to keep them there. But if, like I mentioned, see the URL here, jeffsellslv.com/location/Las Vegas NV/just listed. So I don't want to print that on a postcard and expect someone to type that in. So a QR code is a perfect way to get them right where we want them to go. So I'm going to go ahead and paste in that URL. So I just copied it from my page here, copy, and then went here and pasted it in there. So now I also have options to customize. So I can change the background color, the foreground color. That would be what shows up here on the actual thing. I'm going to play with that in a minute so you can see it better. But I'm just going to leave all the settings default, and I'm going to click generate code. So now this is my custom code that's going to take them directly to this URL. So I'm going to go ahead and make it bigger. We'll just kind of blow it up to full screen there. All right. So make it bigger. Now this is where I had those options. The background color, I can change that. So if I wanted to actually do something different, now I just got rid of the background because I have the QR code here. But so let's just say I want to do, we're just going to keep that white actually. Okay, keep that white. Foreground color. Maybe I want that to match a little better with my my marketing or logo color. So I could actually do that as well. Just click update code, and I can change that if I wanted to. So sometimes just that black box is a little, it's a little unassuming there. It's just too bold and in your face compared to everything else. So if you want it to blend in a little bit better, we don't want it to blend in too much, of course, because we want people to see it and know that they're going to take action. But this is an option here. Now, the other thing we can do is you can use this same layout or the same page as this that I'm working on, and you can put text above it that says scan here for just listed homes. In this case, I'm just creating the actual QR code itself because I want to use this QR code in several different areas, and I may not always want to say the same thing or may not fit the same way. So in my case, I'm actually just creating the QR code just the way I want it to be. Oops, meant to do update code, not generate code. Hold on there we go. Update code. Okay, so now I've got my QR code. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to name it. So in this case, we're going to say just listed homes in Las Vegas. I'll even just put QR code in case it's easier for me to search later. So I want to do that because when I download it, it's going to save it as that file name. But then also I want to upload it back to my Canva because I want to use it in other areas. And I'm going to show you how that could get confusing later. So I'm going to go ahead and click share. And we're going to click download. And we're going to choose, you could choose PNG or JPEG. Either one really is going to be fine. PNG says it's best for complex images and illustrations. It's also necessary for transparent if you're trying to use a transparent background. But we can really save it as, any option there. I'm going to go ahead and blow it up to the biggest size it'll let me. Just because I want to be able to scale it down. Maybe someday I want to print it on a billboard or something. So I'm going to go ahead and just scale it all the way up that I can. And then I'm going to go ahead and click download. All right, so now I have it downloaded. And I want to use it in, let's say, a postcard that I'm going to create or a listing marketing presentation or some sort of drop off. Actually, not listing marketing if this is for buyers. So let's say I want to, I'm meeting with a new buyer and I have some material printed for them. So I'm going to click over here into uploads and I'm going to go ahead and upload the file. And this isn't using it right now. I'm literally just uploading it. So I'm going to go to my, there we go. So just listed homes in Las Vegas QR code. I'm going to click upload. And there it is. Now, the reason why I was suggesting that we name it too is if you notice, like, here's a QR code, here's a QR code, like, I'm never going to know which one is the right QR code just based on the visual. So if you name it, when I click the three little dots, it'll actually tell you just listed homes in Las Vegas. If I need to rename it, I can do all that as well. This one is QR code for Las Vegas open houses. See, so now I can see which ones are which that I want to use in different instances. All right, so now, of course, if I wanted to use it anywhere else, if I already had a design somewhere, or if I'm going to go back to, oops, get back out of here, Canva. If I'm going to create, let's say, maybe a print, some sort of print thing. And they got business cards, they got this and that, whatever. So now, let's say I wanted to do some sort of just a drop-off letter. So now I have this in here. I go to uploads. I can pull over my QR code and use it however I want. And then again, from here, I would label it if I'm going to do some text. I'll do, see just listed homes in Las Vegas. Okay, so just something like that. Obviously, I can, design a little better, stack it, put it in a little thing, change some colors. But this just gives you an idea of why, how we do it this way. So we create the QR code. The good news is I'm able to edit QR codes as well, which is really nice, meaning, if I did change, like if I wanted it to go to a different page now, or maybe I changed my website or the URL change, I'm able to go back in and reconfigure the QR code. Not here in the upload section, because this is now a static thing. But if I go back to the original QR code, let me do that. Go back to the QR code. So here's the Las Vegas open houses, just listed homes. So if I click on this and something changed, I can actually, oops, there we go. I can actually click on it, double click actually, and then it's going to pull it back up. So now I can change this URL. So if I have this printed on, other materials, postcards, like I said, drop-bys, mailers, business cards, or whatever, and something changed, like my domain name changed or anything like that, I can go back into the original Canva project for the QR code, not in the individual places that we use the QR code, but just the original project, this QR code, and I can change where it goes. And that will then update anywhere else that I've used this same QR block. So I know it's a lot to digest, but bottom line is we're able to do it. We're able to help you as well. If you have any problems with this or any other questions regarding QR codes or how to use them or how to update them, by all means, you can reach out to us at team@ballenbrands.com.